Hello, YouTube. I was just wondering, is there an easy way to meal prep?
Well, Roxy, that's a great question. I'm sure a lot of other people have that same exact question. In today's video, Petra's going to show you guys how to cook and prep easy to-go lunches in under 30 minutes. He's also going to be explaining to you the breakdown of macronutrients in calories per meal, with a few other snack options in there as well to meet your individual nutrition and fitness goals.
Hey guys, and welcome to the kitchen. So like Taylor explained in the introduction, we are going to be doing quick and easy meal prep for the entire week in under 30 minutes. So when most people hear the word meal prep, they think, too hard for me, not going to do it. But I'm here to show you that meal prepping could be quick and easy. So let's get started cooking. Alright, we're going to take some olive oil, spray down our pans. Just a quick little spray. And we are going to take 2 cups of water in each pot and get some water boiling. Alright, so while we wait for the water to boil, we're going to do the easiest of the meals. And that is going to be, start off with some tuna. So now we take our black beans. We'll take 1/3 of a cup. And mix in the black beans with the tuna. Finally, we'll dig in our fridge. Get some shredded cheese. Just give it a little sprinkle. You don't want too much. If you really wanted to, you could measure this out, but I just give it a sprinkle. And finally, we're going to take some salsa and just pour some on top. Boom. 2 inches down before our water even starts to boil. So now we're going to throw this chicken. Lower the heat down a little bit. Throw the chicken in one. And throw the turkey in the other. And just kind of begin to chop these up. And we are going to season these. So we have garlic salt and a total seasoning that looks like it has onions, garlic, and some other herbs and spices in there mixed in. So just give this a sprinkle. And give this one a sprinkle. Alright, and we can let those chill, let those cook for a little bit. Put those down at a low setting. Don't want it to have it cook too fast. All right, so our water is boiling, so we can go ahead and add the rice to it. We are going to add 1 cup of rice into one of the pots. It doesn't matter which one because they both have 2 cups of water in them. So measure out a cup of rice. Throw it in the water. And you are going to want to mix it up as soon as you throw it in there, or else it'll stick to the bottom of the pan. And then we are going to take our quinoa, open that up, and throw it in the other pot. Same thing, give it a stir so it doesn't stick to your pan. And then vegetables, just throw it in the microwave. And then we have everything going now. Alright guys, so it looks like the meat's finishing up cooking. The rice and quinoa should just be about done. We made 2 bags of broccoli. The sweet potatoes got about another minute left in it. So we are going to start portioning out our meals. So I'll do this over the sink. I just take the turkey, kind of start dumping it into a little container right here. Alright, so once we got our turkey in a container, we just start portioning it out. I still use 1/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup. And then I'll give it one more, pretty even. And just kind of separate the rest out. Okay. Sweet potatoes just got done. The rice is done. Give it a little mix, and the same thing. Just 1/3, 1/3. And we're actually going to use chicken on this one. We're going to use quinoa on this last one with the turkey. Give it 1/3 cup of quinoa. There it is, and we're going to use quinoa on this one. So now for our ground chicken. Okay, we got our chicken in the container, and we're going to just go ahead and portion it out into the 2 that don't have ground turkey. So each of these containers have about 2/3 of lean ground meat in them, and then 3 of the 5 have rice, and the other 2 have quinoa. Alright, so now we got our broccoli, and we're going to add our broccoli into those. Alright, so now that we added our broccoli, same thing, about 2/3 of a cup of broccoli into the containers of your choice. So this is one meal that's done. We got ground chicken, rice, and broccoli. We have ground turkey, quinoa, and broccoli in this one. Alright, and we got our sweet potatoes for our other 2. Alright, so now that we got 5 meals prepared, we got ground turkey, rice, and broccoli. We have ground chicken, rice, and broccoli. Ground chicken, quinoa, and broccoli. Ground chicken, quinoa, and sweet potatoes. Ground turkey, rice, and sweet potatoes. And of course, you could always mix it up as well. So you could do ground turkey, broccoli, and sweet potatoes if that's your choice, if you don't want quinoa or rice. So we're just gonna throw some lids on them, throw them in the fridge, pair them up with some good snacks, and we'll show you the macros and the calories for each one of these meals along with its snacks. So before we dive into the macros and the amount of calories that these meals have in them, I picked these meals because I feel that they are well-balanced meals. And what I mean by well-balanced is that they're going to be a good source of all three macronutrients for you. So they're a good source of fats, good source of carbs, and a good source of proteins. So you guys have probably heard about this 2,000 calorie base diet that the FDA put out, which is just kind of a general diet that we could use as a reference point for our own daily value needs. So if we were to consume 2,000 calories and have it well balanced, we would want to have it about 200 grams of carbs, 200 grams of protein, and about 45 grams of fat. But of course, diets aren't that cut and dry, so you're going to have to figure out what specific diet is going to work for your individual needs. For example, if I was trying to cut some weight, lose some fat, I would cut back on some of my carbs and replace that with some proteins. But like I said, everyone's going to be different, so you're going to have to figure out what works best for you. Hopefully, by taking a look at the macros of these meals, you'll be able to see that some small changes could have a big effect on the macro numbers and in turn have a big effect on the amount of calories you're consuming throughout the day. And then we will also pair these meals with some snacks and take a look at their macros, which will have the same effect. Some small changes could play a big role. And then you could determine what individual meals and snacks work best for your fitness and nutrition goals. So we'll start off with our turkey, rice, and broccoli meal. So if you noticed, if I were to replace the turkey with some ground chicken or even lean ground beef, that our macros would say about the same. But if I were to substitute the rice with some black beans, then all of a sudden our carbohydrates would drop about 30 grams. Now for some of you that may sound great, like, oh, a way to cut back on carbs. But we want to keep in mind that a well-balanced meal is going to be our healthiest option, or else we're going to be malnutrition in one of our three macronutrients. This is where our snack options could play a big role. If I notice I had a meal that was low in carbohydrates, I might pair it with some fruit to raise my carbohydrates so that way I could have a well-balanced meal. If I noticed that my meal was low in fats, I might add some peanut butter to my meal so that way my fats would increase. It's all about finding that balance that works for you to make sure that you're well nourished while meeting your nutritional goals. Alright, but enough talking. Let's take a look at some of these meals with different snack options so that way you could determine which ones are best for you.
Wow, that doesn't seem that hard at all. I'm gonna have to try that. And to everyone out there, thanks for watching Mark's Thoughts. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. See you later.
Pausing.
Pausing.